Performance Pool and Spa, Minnesota's #1 pool and spa company. Today, we're going to talk about the chemical maintenance and care of your hot tub. The best way to make your water chemistry perfect right off the bat is to bring a water sample into one of our stores and take advantage of our free water testing. We understand sometimes life is busy, or you might just be rearing to get the hot tub fired up, so there are a couple precautionary and important steps that we take right upon the threshold of a hot tub. The first step we want to take is removing all of the minerals from the water so we don't have any staining on the shell or discoloration in the appearance of the hot tub water. In your chemical kit, you'll find a bottle called Metal Magic. Step 1 is putting in the appropriate dose of Metal Magic based off of the instruction sheet also found in your chemicals. 12 to 24 hours after Metal Magic has been put in the water, the hot tub filter should be removed and hosed off to remove all the minerals and contaminants from the hot tub, making it safe to introduce chlorine or whatever sanitizer you chose. After we've safely removed all the minerals from the hot tub and cleaned the spa filter, it's time to introduce chlorine into the spa and get it ready for use. If you bought a Sundance 780, 880, or 980, you'll find an inline clip for your chlorine and mineral cartridge in the filter bay of your hot tub. If you got a Sundance 680, everything you need is going to be in the startup kit inside of your chemical box. Inside the box called At Ease Startup, you're going to find 4 products. We're talking about a 780, 880, or 980 series. Our 2 cartridges clip into an inline feeder. If we're talking about a 680 series, you'll notice each half looking like a ball. Those will be snapped together and placed in the spa to float around. The way that it works in both is identical, they just have a different appearance. You'll find a packet of Jumpstart. This is pre-measured chlorine to get your spa to the initial dose of sanitizer to make sure that these cartridges can take over. You'll find a bottle of test strips for testing once a week to make sure all of our chemical balance is normal. A gray chlorine cartridge that will get replaced every 2 to 4 weeks. And a blue mineral cartridge that will last in the hot tub for 4 to 6 months depending on how your water refreshes time. The next step is installing the chlorine cartridges into our inline system and putting them in the filter bay, or snapping the blue and gray pieces of the ball together and putting them in the spa to float around. If you have a Sundance 780, 880, or 980, the next step is opening the dials on the cartridges to get them installed. The blue cartridge gets opened all the way, regardless of what series you have, and clipped into our inline holder. The gray cartridge is going to have a few different numbers, and you're going to open it according to the gallons of water in your hot tub. The chemical sheet we gave you will tell you the number of gallons you have, and in the At Ease startup box, you'll see a small grid that will tell you the appropriate number to open it to. So I'll open mine to the appropriate number, flip it into my inline holder, and get it installed in the hot tub. Now that we have our cartridges snapped into our feeder, we're going to put it in the spa. So remove the filter lid, cut it aside. This operation is identical in 780, 880, and 980, so it's all universal. You'll see on the left-hand side the jam nut that holds the filter in place. There's a space behind it. This ring clips right onto that space. So all we do is put it in the hot tub, push it down until you feel a click, and it's set to go. If you bought a Sundance 680 or Splash series in your chemical startup kit, you'll find a blue and a silver half circle piece as opposed to the inline system. It's just as easy to take care of and to get it installed. We'll simply open the bottom dial on our gray cartridge to the appropriate level. The 2 pieces clip together and are snapped together. And then all we do is put it in the hot tub, tip it upside down to fill it with water, let go, and it should be set to go. Now that we've got our inline system installed, it's important that we balance the pH and alkalinity of the water. Keeping your water balance up to snuff isn't only important for the integrity of the hot tub, but it's important to maintain a valid warranty through Sundance. Regular water testing in the stores can achieve this, or regular testing with a test strip can also achieve the same thing. We're going to turn the jets on, dunk a test strip, and simply compare the color on the strip to the back of the bottle. If we look too far into either category, we'll put in the according chemical to make sure that everything is balanced out the way that it should be. Once our water is balanced and our inline At Ease is clipped in, we're gonna add this packet of Jumpstart. That's gonna pull your chlorine up to the correct initial mark to make sure that the water is clean and sanitary and ready for use. You can hop in to enjoy your new spa within 30 minutes of putting in the Jumpstart packet. After that time, you're ready to start your weekly maintenance a week from today or whatever day you happen to start up your hot tub. Also in your startup kit, you'll find a product called Gentle Spa. This is great for a number of reasons. It's going to make the water feel substantially softer while you're soaking and enjoying your hot tub, as well as helping to keep your pH and alkalinity in balance without bouncing all over the place. We recommend putting it in right before your first soak to take the full advantage of it. This is a one-time chemical, which is very cool. You put it in to reach your initial level, and unless you replenish a lot of water, it'll stick around. The best way to see your borate level would be to bring a water test into one of our stores. We'll test it for you and give you a great recommendation. Performance Pool and Spa would once again like to thank you for your business. It's greatly appreciated. If you have any more questions, feel free to call your local Performance Pool and Spa.